here, I've got liquid egg whites and whole eggs, a bunch of spices, some lentils, which I'm going to be using in place of beans. I typically use beans. I'm just going to try lentils for a change of pace. They're a superfood. You should check them out and try and incorporate them into your diet. I'm trying to incorporate them into my diet. I'm going to see how they taste in my omelets. And then I have some lunch meat. We're going to take all this and bam, just like that, you've got 6 Tupperwares. You've got easy, good, healthy breakfast options. These are about 200 or so calories each, 300 or so calories each actually with the lentils I added. Going to be a ton of protein. The carbs in them are complex carbs, fiber, and a little bit of fat, but you need fat in your diet anyways. These taste really great and they're really convenient to take with you, and then just heat them up and they are a great source of protein. So in this video I'm going to show you how I made all these, and hopefully this will be a good way that you can, if you're in a rush in the morning, you don't have time to eat before you leave, you can make these on the weekend, have them ready, take them with you to work. You could make a bunch of eggs and put them in a bigger Tupperware, and then just dish a little bit out and heat it up before you leave for work or school or whatever. But the key is just having things ready, and this is what I do so that I have protein readily available for me. Okay, so when I'm making my breakfast in bulk for the week, what I start out doing, I spray the pan with non-stick cooking spray, and then I actually cook down some cabbage, and I cook that into my eggs, and it adds a nice texture, some fiber, and some vitamins. If you think that sounds nasty, you can skip the fiber, just spray your pan, and go straight into the egg part of your omelet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 2.5 cups of egg whites. These are actually out of the carton. That was egg whites, and then this one is just liquid eggs. And all that this basically is the white of the egg, and then they add some stuff in it to give it a color to make it look more like real eggs, and the texture's a little bit different. So I'm going to do about 2.5 cups of that. And then I'm going to do 3 whole eggs and some lunch meat, and that'll make about 3 days worth of eggs, and then I'm going to separate it into Tupperwares. In addition to my eggs, I'm also going to add in lentils, which is like a bean. Sometimes I'll add in black beans, pinto beans. Sometimes when they're all done I'll put refried beans on top. But today I'm going to add in lentils just to kind of try it out. Okay, as this starts to cook up, it's going to be pretty bland if you eat it just like this. So you're going to want to learn what spices you like that give the eggs a taste that you're going to enjoy. For me personally, I'm going to add in black pepper. And you can add in quite a bit because you're going to be breaking this into 3 servings, so it's not like you're putting that much pepper on 1 egg. I'm adding garlic powder, maybe chili powder, and a little bit of salt. Okay, once your eggs are pretty much cooked, you've added in your spices. If you want, you can add in beans or whatever like I did. Another optional step I'm going to do, I'm going to add in some lunch meat and some green peppers. And the reason I wait to do this, I don't really like to get like a burn going on my lunch meat. And if you add the green peppers in last, they stay crisp. Or if you add them in first, you're going to cook them down and they're going to get a little bit softer. Okay, now my eggs are all done cooking. They look really good. I am going to take this pan that has about 3 servings, and I personally am going to portion it into 3 different Tupperwares so that I have my eggs portioned out throughout the week. Optionally, you could also take all of this and just put it in one big Tupperware. Then in the morning, you could just put it in a bowl and heat it up in the microwave and just kind of go through it until it's out. It'll easily last a week or 2 weeks before it goes bad. Okay, so in order to make my foods in bulk, I have all these eggs in the pan, and I'm just going to try and divide them up as evenly as I can into these different Tupperwares. So I have the 2 Tupperwares that are just the single Tupperwares, and so that'll just be for eggs. And then the double Tupperware, I'm just going to stack it on one side, and out of that I'm going to also put sweet potato hash browns on the other side, and that'll make more of a full meal where the eggs will go with something else just as my main protein source.